good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are watching this video. This is a church management system and it is designed to manage everything about your church. So this is the home page, and for you to access the system, you have to first of all register with your church details. So you click here, you enter the name of the church, and then the branch, and then the GP address or the box of the church, and then the name of the head pastor, and then you click on save, and then all your information will be saved successfully into the system. And then now from there you can go ahead and then access the system. So this is the navigation page, and we have the church membership manager. So this place takes care of all the members' details. We have their personal information, family, spiritual, ministry and skills, faith and commitment, and any additional information. Every information here can be modified to suit your church setting. And then we have active members. So whatever information you save from the membership manager is populated in the active member sheet. So this is the active member database. Then we have inactive members too. So when a member stops coming to church, you can move the member from the active sheet to the inactive sheet. Then we have the membership form. So you can add picture, and then all the membership details will be populated in this form. So when you select the name of the member from this drop down, all the information will be populated in this sheet for you. And then we have income entry. So all the offerings, all the first offering, project offering, Thanksgiving offering, any type of offering you take in the church can also be modified to suit how the offerings in your church are scheduled. Then we have for tithe. So the month payment mode, whether cash, check, Momo or whatever, then the name of the person paying the tithe, the amount, then the note, and then the contact pops up automatically when we fill all the membership information. We have for contributions, if there are any contribution, whether welfare, funeral contribution, or any monthly due that they pay in the church, the system also takes care of those things. Then we have the income database. Whatever income you save is populated in this sheet. And we have the tithe database. All the tithe that is saved is also populated here. Then we have the welfare database, where every welfare that is paid is also populated here. And then we also have weekly report. So this report is weekly. After entering all the income, it will be populated here automatically. When you visit this sheet, all the offering that you have entered into the system will be populated here automatically. What you have to do for tithe is just click on populate tithe, and it will populate all the people that pay tithe in that particular Sunday for you. And then here you can see entry verification. If the currencies entered exceed the total income, it will tell you. And if the total income also exceeds the denominations, it will also tell you. And then you can print the report or save it as PDF into the folder that the software is saved in. And then we also have bank statement. So this is bank statement. I'll show you another sheet. So this is the bank statement, all the deposit that is made, and all the deposit that is made, and the withdrawals that is also made. This will give you a summary of your bank transactions. And then we have members. So this place gives you summary of the membership data. Maybe at a go you can't get all the details of the members at a go. So this is a summary sheet that you can use to collect some few data for the start, so that you can start using the system until you get the full details of your members. So you can have the membership name, their contact, their date of birth, their residence, their status, and whether you have divisions in your cell and in your church, whether you have groups, whether home cell or whatever division you have in the church. We can modify the system to suit it. And then this place is also basically to track attendance, people who comes to church and people who leave the church. Okay. And then we have another one for infant dedication. If there's a naming ceremony or if there's a child dedication, the system also takes care of it. So you type the name of the child, the gender of the child, the born date, born at, parent name, contact, naming date, the date the child was named, the person who named the child, and the day, the date the child was dedicated, and the person who dedicated the child. The system also takes care of it. And then we have service manager. So this is sermon section. The sermon that was preached, you enter the sermon date, the sermon title, the type of service the sermon was preached, if that Sunday service or Wednesday, the section, that first service, joint service or second service, the person who preached, the closing time, and then the summary of the sermon too can be typed into the system. Then we have for visitors. This place also takes care of visitors, people that comes to the church to visit. You can take their details, and then this one too is for new convert or the new convert that have come to the church. The system also takes care of their information and their testimony. This is a good thing to record or take tracks of all the testimony that comes to the church. And then we have attendance entry. So this place monitor or track the attendance, the number of people that comes to the church. So if you enter all the membership details, all their names will be populated here. So once you select a name from the drop down, the picture will also show. You just have to click checked in. When you click checked in, it means that the member has come to church, and the system will recognize that this particular member has come to church. And then we have the attendance database. So all the attendance will be populated here, and then we have summary of the attendance. So the name will be here, the contact, and the division, whether the homes or whatever, and the remarks. So here we'll give you a summary of all the people that came to church and those that didn't come. So you can see they didn't come to church, and then when a person comes to church, you tend to came to church. And then we have the attendance report. So here too, when you select the division, whether homes or whatever name you have for the division, when you select it and then you click on filter, it will bring all the members in that particular group, and it will highlight those who didn't come to church, and then those who came to church. You'll be able to see it on this form. You can save it as PDF and send it to the leaders of the various group. And then we have for financial transaction or finance tracker. This takes care of all the expenses in the church. So the item name, the amount, the date, and then note what the money was used for, whatever note that you want to type. The system also takes care of it. Then all the expenses that you save is also populated in this sheet. Then we have the admin. Yes, so here is the admin settings, and we can change everything here to suit your church settings. Okay, so here the system also backs up your data into OneDrive. So what you have to do, just sign up to OneDrive, and then you create a folder in OneDrive, and then you copy the folder part into this place, and then after that you'll be able to save your software, or you'll be able to back up your software into your OneDrive, and it will be saved there forever. So you don't need to panic that you lose your data. No, the system is made in such a way that it will back up all your data into Google OneDrive for you, or Microsoft OneDrive for you, and it will be kept saved there for you. And then we have for bank. So here all the transactions that goes on in the bank, the system also takes care of it. So whether income or withdrawal. So here you can upload the deposit receipt, you can upload a check into the system. So the first sheet that I show you for the transaction, it work with this system. So when you enter the transaction type, either deposit or withdrawal, then you save the receipt, then you save the receipt into the system. And then we have for monthly tithe payers. So if you want to check the number of people that pay tithe in a particular month, the system will be populate. The system will show you. Just select the month, you click on filter, and then all the people that pay tithe within that particular month will be shown in the report. Then we have welfare, the same for welfare to the number of people that have paid the type of the contribution to be populated in this sheet. Then we have for birthday. So with this system, you'll be able to track all your members that are celebrating their birthday in a particular week. So for instance, today is Monday. When you open the system, all the members that are celebrating their birthday within this week, the system will be able to show you. So with this system, I'm able to send birthday notifications to my senior pastor, and when it is time, you just put their picture in the chat group. We celebrate them nicely. So the system will help you to track all the members that are celebrating their birthday in every week in a month. Then we also have the sermon database. So all the sermon that I say we populated in this sheet, and then the visitor database too. So this is for visitors. All the visitors are also populated in this sheet. Then we have new convert. All the information is also populated in this sheet. Then the testimonies also is populated in this sheet. And then we can also search attendance. So we just have to enter from date to date. If you want to set the attendance for a particular member, when you enter from date to date, you just select the member name, and then you click filter, and then that member information will appear in this sheet. So the date train that you have entered, the number of times the member came to church, you'll be able to see. And if you want to search for all members too, you just have to enter date, you click on filter, and it will populate all the members for you. And then we also have calendar. So here is a calendar too is in the system. You can add event. So any upcoming event, you can add it to the calendar. So what you have to do is type the date. So the date that you type, you can add 5 events, and then you save it into the system. You'll be able to check or save the event as PDF and share. You can also view upcoming event. When you click on this one, check upcoming event, with here it will show you the summary of the upcoming event. Then we have for SMS. So here you can send SMS to your church members. So either a group that you want to send the SMS, or any SMS at all you want to send to your church members, you can populate everything in this sheet, and then you send it to them. Then we have another place for SMS. This is another SMS to send tithe payment alert to people that pay tithe. It's like in the banking system, when sometimes there are banks, when you do a deposit or a withdrawal, they send you a message. So the same way, the system too has been designed to send SMS to people that pay tithe in the church. So after entering all the tithes that came to the church on Sunday, you just click on import tithes. So when you click on import tithe, the system will automatically fill this place, all the number of people that have paid tithe in that particular day, and then you can just click on send SMS, and the system will send an SMS to every one of them according to the amount they have paid. The system will populate their number, their name, the amount, and then it will generate a message that your message has been sent successfully. And then we have data manager. So this place, you can access all the information in this place. Every information that I've taken you through, you can just access them at this particular sheet. So we have absentees tracking. If you click show record, it will show the record of all the church members, and it will highlight people who never came to church within the month of April, or the 4 Sundays in April, or the people who didn't come at all. The system will highlight, and you'll be able to know that, oh, my member did not come to church the whole of the month. This one too didn't come the whole of the month. So that is how the system works. And then you can also view your attendance tracker. So this is the attendance tracker. So we have maximum attendance, minimum total attendance, and then average attendance. Then there is a remark, and then there's a graph illustration also for you. And then we have for monthly income too. We have for income this same one place. So we have monthly income, we have maximum income, minimum income, total income, then average income, and then the remarks. Then there's a graph analysis for the income also. Then we have expenditure. So you can also assess all your expenditure, monthly, maximum, minimum, total expenses, and then average, the remarks, and the graphical analysis of the expenses. And then we also have for net income tracker. So you know your total income, your total expenses, and then your net income. Then we have the membership tracker. So the members, if new convert come, it will populate to the total membership, and then visitors to you and they'll be able to see the number of visitors that came to the church in a particular month. Then we also have tithe payment tracker. Now this one, if you select the month, okay, if you select the month and then you click show records, it will show all the people that pay tithe in, let's say, March. And after populating it, it will also populate all the people or the church member that did not pay tithe in that particular month. So if you search for February, it will populate all the people that pay tithe in February, and it will also show you all the people that did not pay tithe in February. The same is with the contributions. You can also track the number of people who have paid contributions, and you can also track the number of people who have not paid. And when you enter the expected amount here, it will also show you the people who have finished paying and those that have not finished paying the contribution. You'll be able to see it in this same sheet. And then we have membership attendance tracker based on date range. The first one I show you work within the current month, but let's say you want to check attendance for a past month, either January or February or March. Then you just have to enter the date, the first Sunday in January or March or whatever, and then the last day, the Sunday in the month. And then you click, it will show you all the people that came to church and those that didn't come in that date range. So, and then if you want to also check an income for a past week, here you just have to enter the date, and then all the income that came in that particular past week will also be populated in this sheet for you. And then if you want to also track your income based on a particular date range, when you enter from date to date, you'll be able to know the total offering, the total project offering, every offering, the total be populated based on the date range, tithe, the number of people that pay tithe in that particular date range. The same is also with the expenses. You'll be able to track all your expenses based on a particular date range. And then the last one here is for tithe. Okay, so here too is for tithe. So tithe payment tracker based on date range. So this one, if you want to track tithe records for based on a particular date range. So if you want to check all the people that have paid tithe from February up to March, you just have to enter the date from date to date, and then it will populate everything nicely, and at the same time also show you the number of people or the people who did not pay tithe at all in that particular date range. So that is that about this place. And then we also have department. So all the department in the church you can also take care of. You can also the system also, all the department in the church, the system also takes care of their data or all their details. So this is for church department. All the department in the church, you can enter their information, and then you can add their picture nicely, and then it is saved into the system. Then if there are members in the church that are staffs that receive pay or salary from the church, the system also takes care of it. So you can add a staff, add the name, the gender, the contact, the address, the email, the designation, and then the status of the the staff, the SNIT number, the Ghana card number, bank name, bank account, employment, salary man, deduction, and whatever. You add everything, and then you can also add payment. So if you want to pay them, you just have to take records of the payment. So here too, when you select a name of the member, all the information will be populated automatically. What you have to do just to select the salary month and the date that you are paying the person, and then the type, the mode of payment. If it is bank, when you select bank, automatically the bank account and the bank name will also be populated in this field for you. And then you can also update your salary records here. So basically, this is a powerful software that I will recommend that you get in your church. It will manage everything about your church for you, and it will also back up your data in OneDrive or your Google Drive. So every day your data is saved. So when you open the system and then you make any changes and you log out, automatically the system backs up your data into your OneDrive, and then it is saved forever. So any changes you do as you back up, it override the old one and keep the current one for you. So this is a good church management system that I recommend for you. It's very user friendly. It does not require the use of internet. It is one-time purchase, and I can modify everything in the system to suit your church setting. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward that you grab a copy of this software. Thank you.